actually bigger
Take a piece of that. Hello, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you and welcome to Salam Cafe. It's great to be back and it's great to have Asad. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Ahmed. I'm very happy to be here. Wasn't last episode fantastic about human rights?
You just want to talk more about law.
No, it was great, and in fact we've had a lot of responses to our website and the human rights link on there, and I hope our viewers continue to do that because that human rights consultation is ongoing at the moment.
That's right, you people can change the law.
Yes.
Well, not directly.
Oh, well, okay, we'll do our bit.
And Toltu, welcome back. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Well, I'm really happy because now I've added my collection of hijabs, as you noticed. Like each week.
You are very bright this week.
Yeah, I know. This is actually from Africa, This guy's from Africa.
looks
Yes.
African.
I heard you got it for bargain price.
Yeah, I did for about Australian $1.10.
Did you have to haggle?
No, I didn't actually. It was cost price. I just bought it like that. So good stuff. Great stuff overseas.
Good purchase.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
And Susan, assalamu alaikum.
Excellent.
You're looking at a little
Tone
pale in
down.
comparison.
Yeah, boy. Thanks, guys. That's great. Well, I've got nowhere to go from here. No, I actually have nothing to say. All I'm doing at the moment is working on my thesis, and it seems to be all I'm thinking about. So that's
You
my
keep
brain
thinking
is
about
full.
that?
It's full.
We'll go over to hubby. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, I'm hubby.
Everybody knows you guys are married, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, they do now.
What?
I had a fantastic weekend because, I mean, all right, it's well known. Everyone knows I'm absolutely a nutcase when it comes to football, right?
Yes, we know that very well.
I had double 11 on the weekend because I went to 2 footy games. One because
Is that allowed?
I went to obviously the Richmond game because I'm a Richmond supporter, but I was also given tickets to sit in a dating club.
Oh, thank you.
Ah.
I was waiting for the call, but anyway.
Yeah, no, they were given to me.
Okay.
And so I went there and I watched another game. And so one at the MCG, one at Telstra Dome. And at the MCG, I discovered all this time they've got a room that they set aside that you can use as a prayer room.
No way.
Now this is this is
You mean I've been praying in that car park for all these years?
yeah, no need.
No more. No more.
This is this is major. Where are you? There. This is major news because.
Get on with it.
Okay. You know the new Ponsford stand?
Mm-hmm.
You go there, you get in a lift, you go down to level B1. They've got stadium management. You go there, you say, I want to go to a room that's free to pray. And they go, oh yeah, the prayer room. And they walk you down with the keys, unlock it, say put in there, don't nick anything, lock the door and away you go.
So it's like the executive washroom.
It is.
Muslims, you get the keys.
It's basically just like a little office conference room. But they just let us,
But Waleed, here's an important question. If Pakistan are playing a cricket match, can all the Pakistani supporters fit into the room at one time?
There'll be a long line.
But I reckon you could hold a small Jummah in there. You could hold a small...
That is fantastic.
Now, but, so that was MCG. Telstra Dome, I went to the footy the next day, nothing. Absolutely no, I rang, I said, have you got this? The MCG do it, and they said, no, we don't. So lift your game, because people at Telstra Dome, that's just, where are you? It's a poor effort. And so...
We're coming to pray.
That's
and
the next,
just
that's
help
the next
us out.
mission.
Whilst you complain about Telstra, I have to thank the MCG. That is such a weight
great.
off my
That's
shoulders.
awesome.
But they've been doing it for ages, apparently.
And I know my friend Ahmed Hassan, who loves sport. You know.
Well, actually, I was just thinking to myself that I don't think I'll ever be using it. Unless...
So what I'm going to do, next Richmond game, we're all going to meet down there. Only Richmond fans, please. And we'll have a...
Yeah, there'll be 2 of you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's only the prayer for the right, I
Exactly. Right. We'll be back after that. That is great news.
It is fantastic.
Right, I found a patch of grass that I think may have been stood on by Captain Cook when the first fleet arrived in 1788. It's right here. Have a look at it. Hey, John, this ain't going to work, mate. I don't think people are going to believe this. Let's find something else that people might believe. Yeah. Hey! Oh, check out these Muslims! They That's perfect! What a story! What a story! Oh, I'm gonna get on the newspaper for this or some top story. Oh, let's go. John, we've got some guys over here, these Muslims. Let's go. So, excuse me, guys. You guys just speak English?
Yeah, of course, speaking.
Yes, we speak English.
Alright, well, you're Muslim, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, surprising. Here's a story. As a Muslim woman, do you have a career or even do you study? You can read?
I also study. I read as well.
So you're literate?
I'm very literate.
Alright, well, we don't really have much of a story here. Just cut that one. Cut it. Hey, John. I found some guys over here training. Excuse me, guys. Hey, what are you guys training for?
Just gonna have a soccer match. We're just warming
You're
up.
gonna have a soccer match. You guys are Muslims, right?
Absolutely.
So, as Muslims, you're obviously not allowed to have fun. So, what is the aim of this camp?
Oh, you'd be surprised, actually. The word Islam and fun is synonymous with each other, actually.
Alright, guys, let's cut that one as well, G. Now the cameras are off. The camera's off, so don't worry about it. It's just you and me. Now, a couple of questions, important ones.
Yeah.
What are you guys really here to train for now, honestly?
Well, we actually have soccer training in 10 minutes.
No. I said the cameras are off, man. I just want to know.
They're training us how to use one of these.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, what is that? Is it just a banana? Just a banana, right. Alright, this is it, John. Yeah? I've found some girls over here that are away from the main group. I think they're outcasts because they're women. Alright, let's talk to them. Hey girls, how's it going?
Good thing.
Alright, you're obviously away from the main group because you're women. How does it feel being an outcast? Do your parents not love you?
Yeah, our parents love us heaps.
What do they do to love you? Like, how do you know they love you?
My mum bought me an iPod yesterday.
Your mum bought you an iPod. Well, what about you?
Like, my dad really loves me. He took me to the snow, like, you know.
How do you girls feel about your parents beating you up at home?
What the hell are you going on around?
Whoa, far out. Okay, cut that. That's just no. We're not using that. Hey, John, I reckon we got a story over here. It didn't really work before, but let's just. Excuse me, guys. You trying to read or something? Yeah. Okay. Was it your father or your brother that when they bashed you or they abused you as a child, was it them that forced you to wear the hijab, or was it one of your friends that sort of forced you to wear the hijab? Who forced you to wear the hijab?
Well, my father's not Muslim, and
So he wasn't Muslim, so your mum forced you to wear the hijab.
my mum's not Muslim either.
So who forced you to wear the hijab? What about you, mate? Did someone's got to force you?
No one's forced me to.
So how much did they pay you to wear the hijab?
Nothing.
Pay for nothing. These guys are pretty doing stuff for free. So what do you actually have in there? Like detonators or what? Food or?
Hair?
You guys got hair under there? What? Do you shower with it on or what?
No, it actually comes off in the shower.
Right, were you born with it or?
No.
Cut that one. That story's going nowhere.
The Salam Cafe guys are fantastic. I've got to thank the guys from YMA for helping us put that together.
That's the Young Muslims of Australia.
Yep.
So those youth activities are always a lot of fun. You and I grew up with a bit of that, and yeah, it's good when you're young to get involved in the community, and then you grow up and make TV shows like this.
Yeah, look where you can end up.
What a career path.
I've got to say, Nazim was pretty good being aggressive. I didn't know he had that sort of streak in him.
I think there's a lot of things about Nazim we don't
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about him.
Now,
So who's our guest after the break today?
We've actually got two guests. It's our first double header, I think we could say. We've got.
you still got footy on the brain.
So we've got a bit on the table?
Yeah.
We've got.
We might need to oust you, Ahmed.
Oh.
You're expendable.
Yep,
I'm expelled.
We've got a mother and daughter combination who are coming in. A young lady, Yasmin El-Shawi, and her mother Inez. And I think it's a bit of a No Limits and Salam Cafe meet.
Ah.
So it's a bit of a good Channel 31 show today, so the best of both worlds. So that should be really good. I'm looking forward to that. It's a little bit different than usual.
Stick with us.
But there's only space for two people, so Ahmed, you're going to have to go, mate.
Shuffle off.
Okay, slowly.
So we'll be back and there'll be one less. Assalamu-alaikum, peace be upon you and welcome back. Today, as I said earlier, we have Inez and Yasmin El-Shawi with us. Bit of a different guest list today. And it's great to have you both here. I can see you're both colour coordinated.
Mother and daughter.
Mother and daughter. Did Mum choose that for you?
Yes.
Mum. I have an important question. Are you happy about that? Not really.
Very diplomatic.
Very, very nice. So obviously this is Yasmin, this is Ines. So tell us a little bit about Yasmin and your experience of obviously, raising a child with disability.
Yeah, well, Yasmin's my first child. She's 14 years old now. And where do I begin? It's been a long journey. Yasmin was born as a perfectly healthy baby with a perfect APGAR score. She didn't have colds, she didn't get sick. She was just like, very healthy baby until about 6 months of age. She just suddenly stopped. She used to jump up, jolly jumper and jumper, and her jumping got less, less. She just jumped less, and she rolled over once or twice and she stopped rolling over. At first doctors didn't pick it up, but at 1 year of age she was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, which is it's a very severe physical disability which affects her ability to move. Thank God it hasn't affected her ability to speak or any of her facial muscles, but it affected all the muscles in her body. And
but mentally, there's obviously no issues.
No. Most children with SMA, as they call it for short, are quite bright, and they're known as having bright eyes. And
so does that mean you're good at maths and English and all those other subjects that you take at school?
Yes. And you're fluent in 2 languages. So you're obviously smart
Arabic
cookie.
and English.
Wow, smart.
And I used to learn French, but it's too hard.
Yeah, fair enough too.
Giving up on the French.
I did French at school, and honestly, it was just a nightmare from start to finish. So she clearly is very highly intelligent.
So when Yaz was quite young, she was diagnosed. How, as a mother, you must have just gone through so many emotions.
Yeah, it was very emotional. At first, when the doctors didn't know, I was given many diagnoses at first, and so it was a bit confusing. So I didn't know what to believe because I had some conflicting opinions. And then when I finally found out, it was a bit devastating to think that your child will not have the so-called perfect life that you hope for them. But at the same time, I was a bit relieved to know exactly what was going on. Even you'd like to know when there's something wrong. You'd like to know, to have a name for it, a label, and to have a clear-cut diagnosis.
Do you go through? And I think some parents may go through that scenario where it's like, why me? And maybe sometimes, like obviously being a faith Islamic person, you may have thought or challenged or why has Allah chosen me to do this? Or did you go through any of that?
It's trying to remember. You just don't imagine that it will happen to you. I've never seen it with people close to me, and you just never imagine that it would happen to you. I think I found my faith a help. I mean, I remember reading a book by a rabbi called Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People? And my daughter's a good person. She's a baby. She's still an angel. She's, and how can this happen to her? I thought...
You're still an angel.
But what really helped, what did help is the faith, because we believe in the life after death, and reading a lot of the Prophet's sayings about how people with certain illnesses or disabilities, that just wipes away all their sins, or they go straight to heaven, and it's more than made up for them. And like, say, parents whose children die and they go straight to heaven, then they ask for their parents. They want their parents with them in heaven, so you sort of get a free ride. So I hope I get a free ride because of Yasmin, because I'm helping her. And, we do believe that God is merciful, and even though that she's suffering so much, and she does suffer, although she's very brave and she's...
You never know.
But you just think there's, this life is a journey, and we're going to reach the destination in the hereafter, hopefully.
In the meantime,
What do you do to occupy yourself? I mean, you must have so much. I know that you've got a stint in memorising, and I asked her about that earlier, and also that you've got other hobbies like what, painting it was?
Yeah, my hobby is painting.
Uh-huh.
So I had an exhibition.
Wow.
Oh, really?
That's not bad for 14.
Well,
Haven't
That's true. Yeah.
And I like oil paints.
Yeah.
What do you like to paint? Any particular type of
Anything in general?
Scenery.
scenery? Okay. Like the beach or the hills or what type of?
Like the hills. And
you go to school too?
yeah.
Okay. Wow. So it's just a normal life in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Oh.
And do you do like any activities, as in like outside of school, with the community, with the people? Like, do you do shopping and stuff with your mum?
I saw you at the shops the other day. I saw you at the movies, so...
Busted.
Come on, ladies, let's be serious. She's 14.
She's a girl.
She's a girl. Shopping's in the blood.
So, what are some of the things that, like, I'm sure there's a lot of, I mean, as Muslims, we always talk about the stereotypes that people associate with us. What are some of the frustrating stereotypes that you feel that people associate with people with disabilities, or even carers of people with disabilities?
Well, it gets frustrating when we're out together and people, you know, if they want to know about her or talk to her, they'd ask me, what's her name, what's she do? You know, they come and talk to me and say, well, why don't you talk to her? And sometimes Yasmin gets very annoyed when people treat her like a little, you know, child, and then they talk down to her. Or, and I know that must happen to a lot of people with disabilities. For example, people with CP, they might have
Cerebral
difficulty.
palsy, you mean?
Yeah, that, you know, sometimes it affects their way, the way they talk, but they're very intelligent people.
Like Stephen Hawkins, the campus.
Well, he doesn't have cerebral palsy, but yeah.
Well, there goes that.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's a smart cookie.
He's got a neuromuscular disease similar to Yasmin's, actually.
And he's a doctor. Professor.
Oh, well,
there you
he's
go.
one of the smartest people alive.
Can I cut across, because you've got a couple of brochures there of, and I'm not too sure what they're. Can you tell us what you've got there,
Well,
please?
the brochures I have, this is for interchange. It's about...
Give it, I'll hold up. You talk, I'll hold.
Urala and Muscular Dystrophy Association. There are lots of organisations in Victoria that people can get involved with if you're interested in volunteering to help with children or adults with disabilities, because as a carer you can get very tired and very fatigued, and you can't do, you know, someone like Yasmin needs 24 hours.
It's a full-time job.
Just ongoing all the time, and you try to be patient, but sometimes I might be a bit impatient with her, or I can't fulfill all her needs. And it's great with associations like this. Someone might come in to care for her for, just be a friend even, you know, for a couple of hours, or a family can host a child with a disability for a weekend.
Okay. So you don't need any special training or skills or
Well, you
anything
can
like that?
get in touch with Interchange, and maybe they might help. Yeah,
There must be some
Interchange or
guidance.
Urala, any of these associations, they would help prepare you. And they're great. I mean, Yasmin went on a camp with muscular dystrophy in April, and that was really good. And it was a change for her, and it gave me a little... I had a few nights' sleep. Yeah, because she needs help even at night to be rolled over and things like that. And so I really am thankful to the wonderful associations, and I'm sure many carers and people with disabilities are. And I'd encourage, and I especially encourage the Muslims that are listening, because that's part of our faith, is to help people, and charity, which is a main part of being a Muslim, and giving of yourself and your time is as important or more important than giving money.
Well, let us thank you for giving your time, and Yasmin, thank you very much for coming on.
We'll have links on our website, salamcafe.com.au, so check it out.
Definitely, and we'll be back after the break. Thanks, guys. That was fantastic. That was really interesting talking to Ines and Yasmin. And Yasmin was a trooper.
She was unreal.
She was great.
You probably couldn't see it on the camera, but she had all these funky stickers on her.
Yeah,
She was awesome.
that artistic
She's
flair.
I think your spot in the pedals is in danger.
Yeah, we miss you at all.
Not at all.
Can you paint?
No.
Dodgy.
But I'll tell you something interesting that happened the other day. I was with the kids in the car. Unfortunately, there was no traffic around. There was this big lump of wood in the middle of the main road, Wellington Road. And,
That's interesting.
yeah, well, no, I get that. And then, so I said to the kids, okay, practical demonstration of one of the sayings of Prophet Muhammad, because he said that you wake up in the morning, you've got, every joint, you owe a charity on every joint. So to thank God for all that your joints all work, unless I suppose you've got total hip replacement or arthritis. But for every joint, you should do something good to thank God. So it said smiling at somebody is good, a good deed. Giving charity is a good deed. Even praying is a good deed. And and also removing something harmful from the path is a good deed. So I said, okay, I'm going to show the kids. So they've got all the kids in the booth.
Brought up the sled.
Fortunately, there was no traffic. There was no cars sort of about to run into us or anything. It was a red light. So I quickly jumped out of the car, got the lump of wood, put it on the side of the road. And the kids were saying, oh, Dad, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I explained, look, see, our Prophet taught us that you've got to do a good deed. So fortunately, there was no car that sort of came up the back while I was doing that.
Which joint was that for?
Maybe the little pinky.
Do you know how many joints there are in the body, Doctor?
Yeah, you're the doctor.
Yeah, look, I'm an eye doctor. None in the eyeball, but there's over 300 in the body. I know
That's a lot of good deeds.
Yeah, 300 good deeds a day. So there we go.
All
We're going to get...
All the Muslims out there,
No,
300
seriously,
good deeds a day.
I think that's really important because sometimes we lose track of, the little things that people do for another, just for no reason, just for the goodness of whatever. Sometimes you see someone walk up to you in the street and you think, what was that for? Oh, what do you want? Do you know what I mean? Whereas, no, they're just out there to do a good thing, and it's great.
Yep.
Something which is a good thing is responding to Susan's question.
That is a good thing. That might count as one good deed. Who knows?
What have we got?
In case you didn't watch last week, why didn't you? The question that we want you to answer on our website, salamcafe.com.au, is what good advice did your grandmother always give you? We've had some sensational responses to this. It's been a trip down memory lane. We've got some wise grandmas out there, some real serious nanas and nonnas and all that things. Yeah.
Let's be honest, we've had some shocking answers too.
Yeah, what's going on? I can't believe Grandma said some of that stuff. There's no way Grandma said listen to Tupac. You've still got 1 week to get the best answers in. Go to our website, type in your most clever, intelligent, witty response, and the best answer, or answers, will be read out on the show, and you'll be famous. What more could you want?
That's right. All our viewers will hear your answer.
Your name will be going across the airwaves.
Yeah,
on the
across the world, don't forget. We're on the web live streaming.
Because we do have live streaming. So if you have friends in Sydney, Adelaide, wherever,
Or Spain or USA.
you can tell them to go to salamcafe.com.au and they can actually watch us. They can watch Salam Cafe to go.
Yep. They can just give us feedback. It's always good.
Positive ones,
We
please.
love reading your mail.
We better wrap it up for today, guys. Once again, another great show. Thanks to our two guests, Yasmin and Ines. And we'll be back next week. And remember, Monday at 9 p.m. and Saturdays at 5:30.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Assalamualaikum. What about Evan?
Evan.
Thank you.